Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective beyond the bridge.
Hey everyone, welcome to Fraser Focus, local faces and local places in the South Fraser and Fraser Valley area. I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwal. It's a cultural celebration today as we explore the South Asian Festival of Diwali right here in White Rock.
And let's get Surrey hired. What I mean by that is I head over to the Chuck Bailey Rec Center and talk to people about getting a job. There's almost 59 different employers there, so they're bound to get some employment.
To start off the show, now this refers to employment as well, we're exploring 3 tax loopholes that are about to be eliminated by the federal government that impact small businesses.
I love those taxes.
We've been open for about a year here, and we employ about 15 individuals here. It's so hard to survive as a small business, and it feels like it has been getting harder, not easier.
The Liberals' proposed tax reform for small businesses will include changes that affect income splitting and lifetime capital gains exemptions. Here in Port Moody, British Columbia, a local bakery operator feels that operations like hers are being unfairly targeted.
I mean, with the income splitting, I mean, my husband and I both work in the business, so that one doesn't affect us right now. The concern that I have with it is down the road, you know, this is named after our daughters. We want them to be involved in the business. But there's like the subjectivity piece that I still don't quite understand. But what Juliana's capacity will be as far as her involvement, that remains to be seen. But she should be able to be like gainfully employed, hopefully, here. And that's the goal. So this puts that into question. You're working on your Southwest mix?
Now, of the 3 tax loopholes, Lisa doesn't take advantage of one of them, the passive income investment, simply because there's not enough money to do that.
Are you going to take it with you to go?
Business is very risk adverse already. We're living in very uncertain economic times. And when we're talking about the limitations that are going to be posed on small business, their inability to be able to reinvest and pay themselves and their family members who also commit specific resources, specific time, advice, it really is an unfair tax.
Do you have a minute to stay? Would you like the cookie warmed up at all?
Really get to know your guests and your customers first name basis. I think just that ability to connect one-on-one with our guests is probably the most special part about being in a small business. I feel as though they're already paying so much, and you know, if that's the difference between a small business being able to make it or not, I can't see there being a need for more taxes put upon a small business like ours.
How do the changes directly affect these small businesses?
I love using the gas fitter example. You're a gas fitter and you own a company, and your wife is also an owner of that company, and maybe you have some children who you may have as owners or not as owners in that company. If anybody other than the gas fitter gets the income, they'll pay tax at the top rate. What used to happen before is you would pay tax at whatever rate you were in. So if the wife received the income, she would receive the income at whatever bracket she was in, which might be the low bracket or the middle bracket. But now if she receives any income, it comes at the top bracket. No choice.
No choice. So is this a negative or a positive thing?
Oh, it's going to cost a lot of tax to some small families who are distributing their income around the family.
Small business is the middle class. And really, you know, what we're trying to do is make sure that government pays attention to specific businesses throughout the country, more specifically in Surrey, where we're going to be the largest city in British Columbia. 90% of businesses in British Columbia are small and medium-sized businesses that are going to be adversely affected by these proposed tax changes.
What has the reaction been not only from your employees but your customers here?
You know, the way that it's been explained, it's just a matter of being fair, but I don't think it's a well-rounded conversation because there's a lot of realities that face small business owners that people don't know. And so we just want the ability to have like a more involved consultation process so that we can really get to the bottom of the impact this is going to have. It doesn't feel like that's been done yet.
Somewhere like this, it would be really sad if it closed because we're quite limited anyway. We quite struggle, don't we, to find somewhere local.
It's It's all about local places and local faces here on Fraser Focus. Small business tax troubles, however, pertain to all Canadians.
We'll see how the tax troubles pan out. But in the meantime, we're going to head to another story in a moment. We'll be right back.